afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Alameda Chamber and Economic Alliance podcast. We're very excited to be here today. My name is Madlen Sadik. I'm the president and CEO of Alameda Chamber. And with me is our amazing Kelly Lux, the star of the Chamber for 3 years being the board chair, correct?
Correct. We're good to be here.
And what is your daytime business?
I'm a State Farm agent in town. I've been here for 30 years. So we love this town. We love Alameda.
And I think one of the first programs that started during your tenure of 3 years in 2021 was Leadership Alameda, correct?
Correct.
So
yes.
Do you want to tell us more about your experience with it?
So I actually went through the program the first year that we launched Leadership.
Yeah.
And Madlen was instrumental in bringing leadership here to Alameda. She, in San Mateo, they had a program.
Right.
So you kicked off the first year, and I think we did it very well. It was our first time that we've ever had leadership in Alameda.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing experience. So we had 22 participants the first year.
Yes.
And it was from all different walks of life, all different businesses. We had an amazing group. And then the second year, we launched even a larger group. And now our third year, we're going to have 32 participants in leadership. And for me, it was a way for me to get to know the city. I thought being the chair, and I'm pretty involved in Alameda, that I pretty much knew how the city ran. I had no idea how the city ran.
And you've been in the city for how many years now?
I've been doing business here for 30 years.
But then you took away a lot from your first time in leadership, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have a whole new respect for the way the people who work in the city, the people who are on city council, that volunteer. And I'm involved with a lot of the nonprofits in Alameda.
Yeah, you are.
But we have 76 nonprofits in Alameda. So I was exposed to even more nonprofits that deal in what they do on a daily basis and how they help the people of Alameda. So it was an amazing program the first year. And we chose as our community project Building Futures, which they help homeless people. Basically, when you move into a home, they help you. It costs about $500 to get a move-in kit. And that gives you pots, pans, bedding, anything you need to basically start a home. And, that's obviously that's going to Walmart and buying those items. Yeah. But we raised $8,000 for Building Futures to do move-in kits. And so I was proud of my group, what we accomplished in that.
Yeah.
And I still meet with those ladies every month. We have dinner. So you build relationships that you follow, that follow you through your career, your business career. And I have people that are in leadership that I've reached out to that I've needed help with something. And it's like, oh, I remember so-and-so does that. And so it's just been really a good program to not only expose my business, but to expose me how I can be a better community person here in Alameda. Yeah. And it's just, you did an amazing job. Even our first year, I feel like we had a few bumps, but for the most part, it went pretty smooth, and we're blessed. We have Lynn that organizes everything. But just the program you put together was amazing. And the speakers that you were able to get really brought to light what the city really does on a day-to-day basis.
So when I came in 2019, I did not find leadership here. And I graduated from San Mateo in 2013. I'm like, where is your leadership? Nobody knew anything about it. All the cities around Alameda have leadership programs except us. So I wanted to get it done, but the opportunity did not allow me to. And then we went through the pandemic in 2020. Mm-hmm. And when you came on board in 2021 and I shared with you the idea, you said, let's do it. Because that was your popular word with me all the time. Kelly, can we do something? Yeah, let's do it, Madlen. And we did.
You got a lot of ideas, Madlen.
We accomplished a lot in the last 3 years with you. I'm grateful for that. But the first one, when we did, it started in a different time. It started in January and ended in October because we were still in the pandemic. So people were still uncomfortable getting interacted out in the public in person.
Right. So we did at the beginning.
The first two were on Zoom,
right,
unfortunately. But then as of March until all the way to October when they graduated,
we were in person.
We were in person, and it built the camaraderie, the fellowship. So the Leadership Alameda program is all about exposing the participants to the different facets of the city of Alameda and letting them know how business, government, and nonprofits can work together. And I think you recall in 2022 and 2023, we had two people that came out of leadership. One joined the Transportation Commission, and the recent one joined the Planning Board of the city of Alameda. So it gives them the knowledge of what the government's all about, and it encourages them so they can foster many different, some of them developed a passion for nonprofits, such as you, so there are other people too, but some of them that did not know anything about the government. And like you said, you've been here for 30 years, you did not know much about it. We heard in a couple of people that just graduated in 24 here in June. She said, I've been living in Alameda for 23 years. And that was Emily from the sailing school.
Right.
She said, I have never heard about all the things that I heard about and saw these things. Like we went to Bay Ship and Yacht, we went through the Oakland routes. They got exposed to a lot of places there that they would never have been going to them on their own, correct?
Correct.
But it's not, our leadership program is not only about the city and the community, it's about also developing the professional development too. So we have in every session, we have a professional development day. Development session on that. So it kind of carries them both way, personal, professional, and community leadership together. And so if you were to say one sentence to somebody that's entertaining the idea, but for next year, because right now our leadership program is closed with 32 in there.
Right.
We're done. We cannot have more.
We'll start taking a waiting list for next year.
We're going to take waiting list for next year. So what would you advise them to do?
I would definitely reach out to Madlen, and she can kind of give you an overview of the program, because I think you do an amazing job of explaining the program. I would say that be ready to commit that one day a month.
Yeah.
Because if you miss a class, it really it takes away from the experience, and they kind of build on each other a little bit. I think my favorite day was public safety. We have it seems to be our highest rated day. And I think we do it in October, but the fire department and the fire chief and our police chief are amazing. And they both knock it out of the park trying to compete against each other to make it a special day. So, that's probably my favorite day. And I've been blessed. I've been able to come the last year I was able to attend that class with you.
Yes.
And I would say that keep getting involved. We always invite our alumni to all the events that we do with leadership. So that group is building. Now we have 2 classes, so we'll have 3 classes. Yep. Get involved, because you can meet the new people that are in leadership and make those connections. So it just doesn't end after a year and you graduate. You keep going and meeting new people with the leadership group. And so I would definitely put yourself out there and attend anything we do with alumni, because you will get invited to graduation, our first day, and a few things in the middle, different events that we throw. But I would definitely just keep attending to meet different people in the community.
That's great to share. And also, like you mentioned, it's a time commitment.
Yes.
Once a month on a Friday, all day. It's a long day. And I know that people say we're wiped out, but guess what? They take a lot from that day.
It is a jam-packed day, but you get a lot out of it.
A lot of it, yeah. Yep. So I know that, what I see and what I deliver has a good impact on people. Plus, the feedback that I get is tremendously great. The only thing that I keep saying, do we have to stay the long day? Yes, you have to.
Yes,
right?
It is a long day.
Yeah, so this year I'm adding to making the luncheon an hour and a half instead of 1 hour, so we can give people more time to get back to their business, catch up with their phone calls, emails, and so forth. And plus, as you know, last year we started a new community project, which is the Climate Action Resiliency Plan that is in partnership with the city. And all the alumni said, we are happy to mentor the incoming class. So this year, we're doing that, but some of them want to be part of nonprofits, and that's on their own. They're going to do that too. But we're going to carry the Climate Action Resiliency Plan. And
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, which is going to have the component of the forestry. It's going to have the component of the pilot program of electrify. And the other program is the composable items that people need to make sure that they're aware of it. So different segments, but all under the umbrella of Climate Action Resiliency Plan. But thank you so much for joining me today for the Leadership
Thank you for
Alameda.
all you do.
And thank you for being a great leader for 3 years with us.
We would like to thank Cameron Macias with FLG for putting this on for us. We could not do this without you.
And, Kelly, I think, as he mentioned, we would like to continue this every month. Like, I believe in September, we would like to bring Stephen Bader, the executive director of East Bay Economic Alliance, to come and share some input on Alameda with us. And because also he'll be the moderator for the event of September 26th.
Right. We have our economic forecast coming up September 26th. We have opportunities to have a booth at our expo. We're doing a business expo to basically showcase your goods and your company. So reach out to Madlen for that. That is filling up quickly. And we are almost sold out on
Kelly,
that event.
You keep saying reach out to Madlen. Am I the only one? How about you?
Lynn, reach out to me. If you have any questions, reach out to me.
I'm going to say refer to Kelly. Kelly can do that, right?
Yes, we are filling up quick. And we are having that on the USS Hornet. They are kind enough to host us. And Cafe Jolie will be doing the brunch and the donuts.
Famous donuts.
Famous donuts. Yeah. And so it's good food, good company. And come on out. It's going to be a great event. And our speaker is Fiona Ma, our state treasurer, and our controller,
Malia Cohen.
Right.
Both of them are going to have a keynote conversation moderated by David Mick from Power Engineering. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have an amazing panel of 6. We're having the CEO and founder of Penumbra, Adam Elsesser. We're having the CEO and founder of Natel Energy, Gia Schneider. We're having our City-Based Reuse and Economic Development Director, Abby Thorne-Lyman. We are having the chancellor, the new chancellor of Peralta District, Dr. Tamil Gilkerson. We're also having Cafe Jolie's CEO and founder, Joanne Guittard, because she represents the restaurants and hospitality. And we are having Joe Ernst, who is the partner and founder of SRM Ernst Development, who actually we call him Mr. Alameda because he has development in Harbor Bay and Alameda Point. And all that will be moderated by Stephen Bader.
Yes, it's a packed day.
It's going to be a packed day. We're going to have a lot of elected officials attending the program. Obviously, our mayor will be there. We would miss her if she doesn't get a start and kick off with a welcome from her. And then we'll have the program. And the program is from 11 to 1:30. But our vendor tables will be available from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. So I think it's going to be an amazing day, full of information, full of critical things that the speakers will share about how really to plan their business strategies and marketing for 2024 into 2025. That's some of the things they will take away. Plus, not to mention, meeting some of the stakeholders, the businesses that we have in the community. They get to know one another. We're going to have a little session before we start so that they'll mingle and mix and have a bite to eat, drink some mimosas that Joanne is preparing. So I think it'll be a fun event. This is a signature event again. It started at your time in 2021. This is our 4th year now.
I know, and it's been successful every year. So thank you for all you do for that.
Well,
program.
Thank you again for being with me today, and we look forward to our next episode.
We look forward to it.
Have a nice day today.
You too.